Hello, good morning, everybody. This is Super Kaiju Nation podcast, and today I'm doing the King Ghidorah 1964 suit discussion. All right, so this revolutionary kaiju was created by, and the vision was from Tomoyuki Tanaka, who produced a lot of the original Godzilla films, and his inspiration and illustration came from Lernian Hydra in a book about Greek mythology and Orachi of Japanese folklore. So it was like kind of like it was actually meant to be. I don't know. I'm not sure if the original story was like this, but it says it. I've read that it was meant to be a threat posed by China and which had at the time the character's creation just developed nuclear weapons. Director Hiroshi Honda denied the connection and stated that Ghidorah was simply a modern take on Dragon Yamata no Orachi. It's pretty crazy stuff there, right? This is the original movie Ghidorah, the three-headed monster from 1964, which featured him. He came to the planet. One of the things that I'm like really sketchy on, or just kind of wondering why they didn't. There was not enough explanation about him. Was his origin story, like where he comes from, everything. I wish Toho would explain more how he came to be. The only thing I know is that he's an extraterrestrial planet-killing dragon, a genetically engineered monster from the future, a guardian, and it says a guardian monster of Japan or a god from another dimension. The character was usually portrayed as an arch enemy to Godzilla and also Mothra. So it's a really interesting, and he's an antagonist. Godzilla's antagonist, kind of like he's like the Joker to Batman, Lex Luthor to Superman, and he has such an amazing and rich history with kaiju films, and I'm just like it makes me wonder what they're going to come up with, because recently we've got to see him in the last Godzilla movie from Legendary Pictures, so it's really I'm just like really stoked for this because I want to see what they come up with next, because a lot of people, it's rumored that Mecha King Ghidorah could actually make an appearance on the new Godzilla films. I kind of think that they shouldn't do that yet. I think he should just come back and get regenerated or something like that, because it doesn't make any sense. King Ghidorah usually in the original films would always flee after his defeat or something like that. So okay, let's talk about Ghidorah the three-headed monster. So in Ghidorah the three-headed monster, he's a Japanese woman or princess who becomes possessed by the spirit of a strange spirit. I'm not quite sure. I have to, it's kind of, yeah. Well, anyways, she starts telling people that King Ghidorah destroyed the planet Venus many years ago. So there's no real no real history on him. Just that he appeared on Venus and he destroyed it, and he destroys planets. And on the movie Invasion of the Astro Monster, Ghidorah has actually also destroyed Planet X, and that's why the Exilians had to flee beneath the planet's surface in order to survive, because Monster Zero, as one of the names he's known, there's so many. Actually, Ghidorah comes from the Greek word Hydra. Lernian Hydra is from Greek mythology, so it's so he's 100 meters tall, and his wingspan is extremely large. So he comes in a meteor, and it causes like magnetism to appear as it grows. It's like the meteor is about to like kind of like a hatching of an egg. So he's he just what he does. He's just starts destroying Japan, and Godzilla. Rodan have to team up with Mothra in order to defeat him and to make him flee from the planet. So, okay, let's get into something really interesting. Some points that not a lot of people know. I don't think. So Toho also drew inspiration from the three-headed dragon, Gainorich, or King Dragon, in the Japanese version from the 1956 Soviet film Eli Murmurments. Mormoments, that's kind of hard to pronounce, I'm sorry, which had been distributed theatrically in Japan by Shintoho in March 1959. King Ghidorah's name is composed of Kaiju and Ghidorah. Part of King Ghidorah's name comes from the pronunciation of the word Hydra and Ghidra in Russian, actually, so that's pretty cool. That's a really good point right there. And so he appears and starts destroying the planet. So he's defeated by Godzilla, the combined forces of Godzilla, Mothra, and Rodan. And another really good point, he didn't appear through most of the film because he was extremely hard to maneuver, especially because of the three heads and the tails, and the wings were just tremendous to try to navigate in a given film. So let's look at his. I said his height, and his wingspan is over 150 meters. His weight is 30,000 metric tons, and he's been controlled by the Exilians, Aquilox, Nebula Space Hunter M, aliens, and the Gorgas from Zone Fighter series. And let's talk about his different names. Venus Hellfire, Demon of the Galaxy, Supreme Ruler of the Cosmos. And he's also, it looks like he was a bounty hunter that was supposed to protect the Godzilla Tower in Godzilla vs. Gigan with cyborg monster Gigan also in the movie. And his alternate names also include Space Super Monster, Terrifying Super Space Monster, Demon King of the Universe, Evil Companion, and also he was also a Terror Beast from the Zone Fighter series, and Emperor of the Cosmos. So he has a lot of, and I want to talk about the guys that brought him to life. Okay, Tomoyuki Tanaka was the guy who dreamt him up, but the guys who actually controlled him on the set of the movie, of the original movie where he came on, was, okay, let's talk about these guys. Ijai Tsuburaya, how can anybody forget about him? But he was designed by Akira Watanabe and played by Hirai Sakamoto, Shoshi Hirais, and Susumu Atsumi, Katana Ani, Seo Zushi. So these are the people, because in order to navigate him, and it was a difficult process, because if you've seen the movie, the original movie in the Godzilla series, it was very difficult because I don't know if you guys seen there was parts where it looks like his head got slapped against the other head as they were maneuvering him, because they used, of course, wires. And when I was a kid watching this stuff, I mean, I thought the special effects were fabulous. I thought they were awesome. They were fantastic. Until later, till we get older, do we realize what a process of a kaiju film it takes, especially this type of kaiju film where it's a monster that's very difficult to maneuver. So King Ghidorah would go on to appear in more films in different iterations, and he is the quintessential villain of the new Godzilla movie we just got, as well as many countless other movies in the Showa and Heisei, and also in the Millennium, and now the Legendary Cycle. So it's a very broad history. It's a very just amazing and different type of breed of kaiju that started in the early '60s, and now he many fans is I love the X Plus, and there's a lot of model kits out there that are really good, and also of course my favorite and my Bandai Grand King Ghidorah from 1998. So he's had inspired a lot of different toy companies, film companies, creators of creature creators. So it's a very he has like a very lasting impact on. He is the true villain of the Godzilla series, because a lot of people can say many others like Destroya and the original Mechagodzilla, but I think that King Ghidorah is the quintessential villain of the Godzilla series, and he has definitely just left a lasting impact on us, and for fantasy films, science fiction fans, Tokokutsu fans, as well as new fans alike, because I totally love this monster, and I'm hoping to get add more King Ghidorahs to my collection. So, all right, so I hope you guys like this podcast. This is Super Kaiju Nation, and I am going to be back with a talk about King Ghidorah 1968 and Destroy All Monsters. The two films he came on, the last two films in the Showa series, including Godzilla vs. Gigan. So I will see you guys real soon.